you feel about an adventure beyond all maps? We could go, you and I.
It's a very powerful story about nature and about an animal's place in nature and an animal's place as a companion to humans.
I never saw him believe in anything as much as he believes in you.
We are taking over characters that have existed in a version of this story.
And yours was a man. So.
It was a man. He was a dude. He was a dude. But I think that something that to me is essential to storytelling is that every time you tell a story, it changes and grows and evolves.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what we're doing with this. And so I am beyond honored that I, as an Indigenous woman, especially, get to represent a Tlingit woman.
What other characters have you seen that have your ethnic background?
There haven't been any. I can't even imagine what it might have been like to see a Native woman starring in a great big Hollywood blockbuster adventure story like this.
And let's talk about Perot. So Perot is also different. Tell me about crafting that character and thinking about your audience is going to be families.
I think it's a dad and a mom for Buck. We were his parents and we wanted him to grow up. And so to feed him with a lot of confidence, that's what Perot does for Buck.
What do you think media's responsibility is in teaching kids resilience, which this film does so well?
That's the key for life, because we know that we all will face something difficult in our lives.
Yes, and to inspire the next generation to really feel like anything is possible.
I should let him have a minute. Doesn't look like he's ever seen snow before.
I wanted the audience to be able to feel what Buck's influence on Thornton.
Any relationship with your dogs in the past kind of helped you find that emotional connection?
Probably been 20 dogs in my life. I'm old. And they've always been important to me and to my family. I have 5 children, and all my kids have grown up with our dogs. It's really hard to describe why that relationship is so powerful. I think a lot of it has to do with presence. They see who you really are. And if they're treated with respect and affection, then they will serve as important emotional components in your life.
You're a good dog.
One thing I was curious about, the character of John Thornton I thought was so similar to so many characters you've played, that they are these courageous adventurers with resilience. Having played these characters, I think you're used as a role model for a lot of parents. And kids see you as a role model. Is there any of that in raising your 5 kids where you've pointed to your own characters and said, Indy wouldn't do that, or, No? Never?
Never.
Oh.